Hi everyone, I'm Mark and welcome to Numskull Now. This is going to be a show that we're going to do every once in a while just to have a little bit of an informal chat with you, let you know what items we've released recently and just kind of have a chat, see what you think. Always want to engage with you guys a little bit more, so we thought what better way to do that than the comment section of a YouTube video. Obviously I don't appear on this channel that often, but when I do, I'm not usually dressed like a PlayStation. Today I am, and that is because obviously we've just announced our brand new PlayStation range here at Numskull. So I've got a few bits on already. Got this pretty cool hoodie. You can see there's lots of PlayStation details on there. Got this hat. I've got another hat up here. We've got the coasters. Basically they all use black, white, blue colouring scheme that's associated with PlayStation, as well as classic motifs such as the buttons that are on the controllers. There's tons of stuff there. I've not got all of it here with me today, but there is a huge assortment of stuff. This obviously isn't our first apparel and merchandise launch with PlayStation. We're clearly big fans, so today I wanted to just kind of have a little chat with you guys and see what some of your favourite PlayStation games and memories are, because I've basically, as you'll see, I've got some of my PS1 games out from storage and I just wanted to share some of my memories with you. So to start with, I have Resident Evil, the OG. Such a pivotal game for the survival horror genre. Resident Evil is obviously having a huge year at the moment. It's Resident Evil's anniversary. We just announced a Resident Evil anniversary collection, as well as tons more tubs in the Resident Evil lineup. So yeah, we're huge fans of Resident Evil. The PlayStation version was iconic, and this kind of set everything in motion for Resident Evil as a franchise. We've seen this game recreated on so many platforms. It's been remade for the GameCube, it's been ported to the Nintendo DS, it's been on the Game Boy Color, it's been on the Sega Saturn. It really has been everywhere, but this was the one that I think most people remember very, very fondly. And obviously it spawned a whole series of great games. Next up, Tekken. What's there to say about Tekken? Tekken is one of those fighting games that is just so fun to pick up and play. If you're not a fan of Street Fighter, but you are a fan of fighting games, there's a good chance you're probably a big Tekken fan. Tekken, again, is another Numskull brand that we've really enjoyed starting a collaboration with this year, so we put out our Tekken tubs. It's actually wild looking at the back of this box and seeing it boasting 50 frames a second. It kind of feels like that lingo, frames per second, is a recent thing, but it shows you that even back in the 90s, that was still something people were harping on about and very important, especially in a fighting game. Cool, so next up we've got one of my favourites. So we've got Bust a Move 2 Arcade Edition. This was one that I really thought would be interesting to bring up because Bust a Move really is one of my favourite franchises in terms of puzzle games. Obviously, if you're not aware, you probably are if you're watching this video, Bust a Move is a spin-off of Puzzle Bobble, and Puzzle Bobble was one of my favourite arcade games of all time. Obviously, Puzzle Bobble is a spin-off of Bubble Bobble, which we literally just released on Quarter Arcades last week. The name change was a bit of a bizarre one for me, but it definitely was a very important puzzle game on the PlayStation, and it definitely has had its place in popular culture, inspiring huge mobile games like Bubble Witch Saga. Basically just ripped off this. So yeah, great puzzle game, one of my favourites on the system. Do you think that there's a better puzzle game than Bust a Move on the PlayStation? Let us know. And of course, finally, we've got Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid is obviously such an important game. You think about the amount of games that include stealth sections now. This was kind of the OG, the original espionage game. And even though the series did make its start on the NES as Metal Gear, it really did come into its own when it jumped over to the PlayStation. So Metal Gear obviously has left a huge legacy. Obviously Snake is still super popular to this day, largely to do with this game, the codec sections, the stealth, really memorable moments. And it was a real big pleasure introducing Snake into the Tubs range last year. Fingers crossed we'll have more to show from Metal Gear in the future. So as well as those games, I've also got a few others laid out here. So we've got Tekken 2, Parappa the Rapper, the original Tomb Raider, and of course Time Crisis. All of those are pretty much classic PlayStation games as far as I'm concerned. Parappa the Rapper was really big when I was growing up. I didn't actually get a chance to play it straight away. I remember playing it at a friend's house. Tomb Raider, I mean, that's actually Tomb Raider 2, sorry, I skimmed over that. But Tomb Raider was iconic. Who can forget locking the butler in the freezer? I just knocked my head on the microphone. And of course, Time Crisis such a fun light gun based game in the arcades, and really did make such a slick transition onto the console with the PlayStation. So that light gun accessory for the PlayStation really was a fun accessory to have in your household before the Wii and all those other gimmicky games consoles came along. So yeah, that's a few of my own PlayStation memories, but why don't you let us know what some of yours are? Let us know in the comment section below. There will also be, if you're interested in any of this new PlayStation swag, just check out the links in the description and in a pinned comment. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the Numskull Designs YouTube channel. Until next time guys, I've been Mark and cheers for watching. I'm going to point up to this corner of the screen because there might be some other videos that you want to watch. Go and check them out. We've got breakdowns of our core arcade consoles, we've got launch trailers, we've got unboxings of our new Destiny statue. Go check them out. Don't make me stay here forever. What has my life become?